It's now June 2026. 2026 is already about halfway over. The Toronto Real Estate Board has just released the data for May 2026, so let's take a look. First off, the number of transactions has picked up a bit, now reaching 6,583. So, compared to the same period last year, there were 6,195 transactions. As for the selling price, compared to last year at this time, it's still down. Right now, it's at $1,069,000, while last year it was $1.12 million. Let's take a look at the numbers by region and by different types of units. Actually, all regions and all unit types have seen a drop this month compared to the same period last year. Among them, the biggest drop was in detached homes, which fell by 6.4%, and in the 416 area, it dropped by 6.5%. In the 905, prices dropped 3.9%, while in the 416, they fell further. Townhouses and condos saw drops, with townhouses down 5.5% and condos by 5%. In the 905, semi-detached homes fell 6.7%, townhouses 6.6%, and condos 9.5%. So, just like before, I've used AI to create a chart showing the monthly changes in detached house prices for everyone to see. Let's first take a look at the Toronto area. In the Toronto area, let's pull up all the data. We'll have a look at the average price of detached houses in Toronto. By May, it rebounded to $1.65 million. Last month was high, between $1.4 million and $1.44 million. Markham's roughly $1.55 million to $1.6 million, while Richmond Hill dropped to $1.72 million last month. This month, it's around 1.6 million, 1.5 million, or just about 1.5 million, still not quite reaching 1.6 million. As for Aurora, it's sitting at 1.8 million, probably because some more expensive homes were sold. Back in April, it was at 1.45 million. And Newmarket. It's near 125. Last month, 115. So, that's the changes for detached houses. Actually, lately, there have been a lot of detached houses, right? Our own team has been working on them, and the prices have become much more reasonable, so we're seeing more buyers and a lot more people coming to view houses. So, while buyers' willingness to purchase isn't super enthusiastic yet, for those detached houses that are a really good deal, they actually get snapped up pretty quickly. Some listings are sold within 2 or 3 weeks, so they can move really quickly. But you also have to look at the mindset of both the sellers and the buyers. Sometimes, if their expectations don't match up, then sometimes, if the seller is still stuck on last year's 2025 prices, well, those prices might not be achievable anymore. On the other hand, buyers shouldn't just focus on those old prices either. If you look at the current average market price, and if there's already been a further adjustment and the seller is willing to accept it, then this is actually the right time for you to make a move, because the market has actually been adjusting for quite a long time now. So, the current prices, they've already dropped back to the levels of 2021, or for some properties, even back to 2020 prices. So, if you're genuinely interested in buying, you really should take advantage of this timing. You can negotiate, the prices are there, but it's not like you can just slash them by 10 or 20%, right? Honestly, that's not really feasible unless the seller is really desperate for cash. But to be frank, I always tell my colleagues, if someone is willing to cut the price by 20%, Most of the time, the agents themselves would have already bought those listings, so you probably wouldn't even see them on the market. To be more realistic, when you see listings on the market, if the transaction price is already at or below the average market price, then you can consider it. Maybe there's still room to negotiate another 20 or 30,000, something like that. That's already a pretty reasonable price to get in at. I hope everyone understands this. If you're interested, you can. If you're interested in different properties, feel free to give me a call anytime. I'm Philip. Thanks everyone for watching.